Hi friends, it's Julia. I'm here to share a layout that I created with my March 2020 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. Now here at the beginning you see me doing some of the background work. Well, I'm going to take a minute and lay everything out. My camera battery died, and so while it was charging, I laid everything out the way that I want it, but I didn't glue anything down. But here at the beginning I am cutting and gluing as I'm going along. There are some things that I did ahead of time, like punch that border across the top there. Everything, I think the photos may be glued down, but the rest, all the embellishments, none of that's glued down. So that's where you see me going. I've chosen all the embellishment, and now I'm just going through. That's a pocket page card, and this kit used the Felicity Jane. Oh gosh, I don't remember. It was a Felicity Jane kit that I used. And so the photos are pretty old. They're from several years ago, from 2014. And it's my two nieces and one of my niece's sister-in-laws, which she's basically my niece too. So three nieces. And so here I'm just adding the embellishments. Now that's a vellum piece, and so I got out my Xyron sticker maker, the larger size, just ran that through there. You know, anytime you have vellum, if you use a glue dot or something behind it, it tends to show through. So I just like to use the full adhesive on the back. There is another pocket page card, and it says beautiful, and so that's going to be part of my title. I wish I had had an S to go on the end of that smile, and I would have made the title Beautiful Smiles, but that's not the case, so I made it a little differently. That's one of the little die cuts that I had in the embellishment pack that I used with the kit, and you see I have all of my embellishments, everything laying around there where I'm scrapbooking at. I was just making up my mind the things that I wanted to use as I went along. I had laid the bulk of everything out that I wanted to use, but I was still sorting through. So it's all laying there. I'm still fussing around with putting all the foam adhesive on the back of that die cut. So this layout, like I said, it's a two-pager. Well, I don't think I said that. It's a two-page layout, and I'm using a Scrapbook Generation kit. A Scrapbook Generation sketch. I love their sketchbooks. Excuse me. I have 7 or 8, maybe 9 physical sketchbooks, and then I have I don't know how many in e-format, in digital format, and so I use their sketches all the time. Now, I have learned over the years that if I have a sketch to go by, I can start with that sketch. My layouts don't always turn out looking like the sketch, and that's okay. That's not what the sketch is there for. It is there for my inspiration to get me going in the creation process. And so I think that's where I started with this one. I may have started off doing like the photo layout like the sketch, but then I kind of veered off and started doing my own thing. And I think the background paper may be from that as well. I'm rubbing that there. I've got my adhesive eraser. I had taken all of my die cuts and put them on a piece of cardstock, and I stored it with a kit. You know, kind of doing the RTS method of putting everything on a page. I did not like it at all. And so I peeled everything off that page. Oh, made a horrible mess. I have adhesive everywhere, and it's not permanent adhesive, and it's dot adhesive. And so as the embellishments came off, they kind of stuck to each other down in the bowl where I put them to scrap from. I was actually looking to see if I could fake an S on the end of that smiles, and it's not going to work. So I decided to make it Beautiful Girls as my title, and I wanted to put it over to the side with the tab or the pocket page card, but instead I put the girls down below the photo of all of us together. my three nieces and myself in that bottom picture are the girls in the photo. Well, not really me, because I don't consider myself, young and beautiful like these girls are. They're all just precious. And yeah, I'm the old lady of the bunch. And it's okay. I love having the girls around. I don't get to see them, and I haven't seen them all together since 2014. My niece Amanda, who's there to my right in the photo, to the left looking directly down at the photo, I see her more frequently than the others. And then Rayla, I probably see her as next most frequently, but it's still not very often. In April, I haven't seen her since these photos were taken, which really breaks my heart. And she lives in Wisconsin now, and I think in the next couple of years planning to move to Florida. Maybe I'll get to see her a little more frequently when she moves there, since I have a sister living in Florida. Anywho, so I'm just gluing the embellishments down, working through here. I added those two little bits there. I didn't intend to put those little white chipboard pieces down there, but I felt like they worked okay. Now that's another 3x4 card that I took, and I just cut off a piece of it so that it would fit down below that pattern paper. I think in the original design it was meant to be a photo there, but yeah, that didn't work for me. I only had these 5 photos, and so I used a portion of a pocket card to create a journal spot there. And so I think where the pocket page card is up and to the right, where the black little chipboard pieces are sitting above Smile, I think that was where the journaling spot was originally supposed to be in the sketch, but I don't remember. I don't have the sketch in front of me. It's been a while ago that I created this, and I don't have the layout right in front of me either. I did look at it before I started recording this, and this is from my March 2020 Counterfeit Kit Challenge kit. And I'm telling you, I used that one up. I still had some stuff left over. I probably could have made some additional cards or another layout or so, but I kind of got tired of looking at it. Not because it wasn't a beautiful paper kit. It's just sometimes, you get tired of looking at something, and that's okay. And that's exactly what happened to me. It was a small kit, and that's fine. I got used and I got it used and made what I wanted to make with it. So I decided I was going to add that vellum butterfly there. And so I ran it through my smaller Xyron. And you can see I used my bone folder to press down, and it a lot of times will take the adhesive from around the edges of the die cut, and it's not as goopy around the edges when you mash it down like that. So I always try to do that whenever I'm running vellum through my mini die cutter. Well, even my larger one as well. Excuse me. So I used a couple of vellum butterflies on this layout, and you can see me putting them there. I put the bows that I had. They were from a Cheeky Studio kit, I think, that I had added in with this kit. And so, yeah, I'm nearly done with the layout. I'm just adding these finishing touches on here, adding a few other little bits and pieces of ephemera to the layout. And I'm so happy that these photos are finally done. I've scrapbooked bits and pieces of these photos over the years, like 1 or 2 photos here or 1 or 2 photos there. And these were the last ones. And I had saved them because I wanted to do a full layout, a 2-page layout with them. And so I'm glad that event is finally scrapbooked. So here I'm putting washi tape across the top there. Now that I rolled it out kind of funny because it's an older washi tape and it tends to tear apart if you pull it up too quickly. So I just go slowly and it pulls up just fine. I have torn it multiple times, and that's okay. I make it work because I don't want to get rid of it. Anywho, so once I get this down, excuse me, with older washi tapes, I have found that even though they tear and they're kind of goopy whenever you peel them up from the washi tape roll, they don't stick terrifically when you lay them down. So again, I'm taking my bone folder and just going across there and mashing that adhesive down into the paper to create a good stick. And so here I'm pulling out my enamel dots, and when I get to this point, I know I'm finally at the end of my process. These are my finishing touches. So I want to say thanks to everybody. If you are a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. You are the heart of my channel, and you are why I do this. If you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by today, and I would love it if you would subscribe. If you are interested in seeing layouts made with stash that you've had around for a while, please feel free to subscribe because that's what I use a ton of. And if you want, you can flip me a thumbs up. That would be awesome as well. Anyway, guys, I appreciate you being here. I appreciate you sticking around. Even when I am not diligent in posting on a regular schedule, I sure appreciate you guys for always popping in to make sure that I'm still around and sending me messages. Thanks so much, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.